Well, hey, babe. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me scoot over this way. Yeah, so you guys can see me. What's going on, everybody? Hi. What pulls my teeth? What's going on, Megan? What's up? What's up? You guys got a chance to watch Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. This one is much juicier. I hope you guys have been checking it out. If not, I'm going to give you the tea, okay? All right. Yes. So, Regina, let's get into some things, okay? Yes, let's talk about it, Miss Gucci and Candace. Let's get into it. All right, because it was pretty good. It was good for the first episode. I have to say, y'all know the last family reunion. Love and Hip Hop itself, ATL. Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay. Love and Hip Hop family reunion. Yes, because I think they have the right personalities on the show. And we're gonna talk about it. They got a lot of people though. I was a bit concerned about how is this going to play out with all of these people on this show, right? But they got a lot of personalities on this show. But some part of me feels like I wish they would have put half of them on this show and then the other half on another show on the next season, right? Because it still would have been great. I feel like they got all of the heavy hitters, all of the big personalities on this one episode. So I'm like, we gonna see how far y'all can take it. How many more seasons can we get out of this with the group? What's up, Omar? What's up, Naeem? You enjoyed the premiere? Yeah, it was good. It was good. Loving the cast. I like it too. I just feel like it's too many heavy hitters. So it makes me wonder what is to come in the next season. What can we get? Right? But I'm appreciating it. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So the show opens up with Miss Mimi Faust. Mimi said, hey, y'all miss me? Yes, we have. Did you see what we had to sit up here and watch this past season of Love and Hip Hop ATL? Yes, we've missed you. We missed Stevie. We missed all the old heads because this was not given. Girl, we even missed Ty. Hello? So yes, we miss you. Is Ty going to make an appearance? Where's Ty? Okay, period. All right, now she says that she asked Jonathan to host it with her bestie. And I'm like, Jonathan is everybody's bestie. And Jonathan, speaking of the Jonathan that does K. Michelle's makeup, right? So that Jonathan, the one that was also really close with seeing Santana over there in New York, okay? I'm like, Jonathan, everybody calling Jonathan the bestie. But she also asked Brooke Valentine to host as well. Y'all know I love me some Brooke. So I was glad to see Brooke and her husband, Marcus. That was great. But I still felt like, dang, y'all got all the heavy hitters in this one. This one season, like, come on now. I think they put all of them on this one show because they all have beef with one another. And that is a fact. They do. So it does make it a bit cohesive with the different beefs. It's so many different beefs going on. But let me tell you, Kimbella and Juelz, why is y'all there? She should have been on family retreat with Yandy so that she and Yandy can work out whatever issues. Because I'd much rather see Yandy and her issues with Kimbella. And I guess I didn't mind seeing the issues that Yandy had with Mendeecees' mom. But put them two on there because I feel like Kimbella and Juelz serve no purpose over here. Hell, she could have even threw Yo-Yo on the last one because I don't understand why Yo-Yo is on here either. But let's get into it. So Mimi was not looking forward to being around Stevie, and we learned that Jonathan did invite Stevie, and Stevie is going to be coming at a later time. They're doing a little party on the beach. It's an all-white party, so that's gonna be cute. Seeing Marcus, Peter, and Rich were the first ones to arrive. And the Creep Squad decided to show up, but they didn't show up with their other good buddy, which is Cisco. And we're gonna talk about why Cisco was not with them later on. Okay, Zale and Bobby Lytes, they ended up arriving shortly after that. Shekinah also arrived. Now, when Shekinah was there, I did not understand why Shekinah was there. Like, why does Shekinah have to be here? We have enough stuff going on. Like, with all of the beefs, they could have left off Brooke, even though I love Brooke and still don't mind seeing her because technically Marcus and Booby did have an issue at one point. So it's okay for them to be on there. We see the connection between Booby and Sin building up, but Kimbella, Shekinah Joe, Juelz and Yo-Yo, them four for sure. And technically, Bobby and Zale didn't have to be there either. But it's all good. Let's keep going. Jonathan says that he invited the creep squad, but the creep squad ain't really creeping together because Cisco is not cool with Peter. The reason he's not cool with Peter anymore is because Rich forced him, or pretty much told Peter about Amina, which is Peter's baby mama, being at Cisco's house, and Peter didn't know anything about it, so he got upset. So they stopped being friends, and then at a later time there was like a fight or something that took place on pay-per-view, and Peter lost that fight to Cisco. So that's why they've been having beef. They ain't been talking, so they got all that going on, right? Let's see. Bobby, yes, because he has beef with Erica's camp. Forgot. You're absolutely right. That's right. No one wants to see Zell. Ooh. I'm not a fan of Shekinah trying to act like she is somebody important. That's the thing for me. She funny though. Don't get me wrong. She's funny, but I just didn't understand why she was there. Really show just how soft and feminine men be in real life. I can't wait for the faces Mimi is going to be making. Kurt be eating and minding her business. Oh, she just be eating and minding her business. Who that? Somebody Shekinah. But let's keep going. So Cisco said something in his confessional that I didn't really like. He says that Amina took he and Peter to a space that they've never been to before. And I said, Amina didn't do that. You did. Okay, you and Peter took y'all friendship to a space it ain't never been before. I feel like, Peter, you shouldn't be mad about a damn thing, to be honest, considering the fact all that cheating that you was doing around here in these streets. Now, granted, I understand you may be mad because your baby mama was staying at his house or whatever, but pipe down. You don't own that woman. Okay. What else? Cisco comes on the trip with, like I said, beef with Peter, Rich, and also Sin. He said at one point he was actually trying to date Sin, but that didn't go nowhere. And I'm looking like, baby, you know you're not her type. You know you're not this woman type. She wasn't gonna date you anyway. Okay. I think the very first guy she dated after Erica kind of favored, what's his name? Cisco. But ever since then, like, you ain't her type for real. All right. Yes, that's right, Carla. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. What's going on, Vanessa? I wonder, will Shekinah be addressing her fallout with Tiny? She better not. She better not address her fallout with Tiny unless Tiny finna pop up on this show. Tara and Amina showed up together. What we learned about these two ladies is that they are getting along, and it was expected, in my opinion. Okay, it's expected at this point for y'all to be close, considering the fact that things that happened between y'all was such a long time ago, at least what, 4 to 5 years ago, probably, since y'all had beef. But let me tell you, I live for that flashback. I feel like that's one that lives rent-free in my mind. When Tara and Amina was at the table, and Amina told Tara, like, you think this is fake? Well, I'm his wife, and ain't nothing fake about that. And Tara looked at that ID card, got up and slapped the shit out of Amina. I said, girl, that will always live rent-free in my mind, girl. But like I said, Amina has had all boys by Peter, whereas Amina has had all girls by Peter. So at some point, they're siblings. At some point, they was going to have to come together. So it makes sense that you guys are in a much, much better space now. So kudos to y'all. Amina shows up on the trip by herself. Safaree is nowhere to be found because we know that they are going through a divorce that really ain't divorcing, okay? Because y'all are still in it right now. I don't know which way to go. They are the most on and off married couple that I've seen. She talks about Safaree. She just wanted to get away from him with everything that they got going on with the divorce and everything. She just needed some time away from him. So she was looking forward to this trip. Right now, I felt like this was so messy, but it's juicy at the same time because y'all know Sin is on this trip, honey. Sin on this trip. Her and Erica can never stay on one accord, so you know they're gonna have beef. Bobby also got an issue with Erica because he got jumped by her friend. And I hate to say it, but I'm not really mad about Bobby getting jumped because I feel like Bobby always hopped in the mess of other people's stuff. So now when somebody else done hopped in the mess with something else, with whatever you done hopped into, you should have got whooped, because that's one thing Bobby do. He like to hop into stuff, and somebody hopped in there with him and he got his ass whooped. Sorry. But it really was because his friend was allegedly messing around with Erica's husband. So that's why the jumping and the fighting and all of that other stuff came into play. Safaree was back in the hotel room with the kids. Why did something like that cross my mind? I was wondering, not so much as Safaree being in the room, but I was wondering, like, did they bring their kids? And is somebody on the trip watching their kids while they're out and about and hanging out and stuff? That's what I was wondering. I wouldn't be surprised if so, if that was the case. I feel like that definitely was the case for Sin. Especially with her kids, you know, her son being a bit older. He's always with her. So I feel like she probably traveled with her son. Same thing with Erica, especially with her child being so new, her youngest. I feel like she probably traveled with them too. So ain't no telling. Bobby thinks he is the SHI just because he Trina's cousin. I could see that. I think it's because he's Trina's cousin and because he was kind of like a breakout star with Love and Hip Hop Miami. A lot of people liked him, including myself. I like Bobby at times, and sometimes Bobby give me too much. I feel like Bobby give me too much in the comments of the blogs. And I guess he probably get paid to comment, but like he gives me too much in the comments. I can't. I do wish they would have brought their older kids like last time. Came here to say, ain't no way I'm kicking back with Amina. Tara girl, that check must have been considerably large, child. Must have been. But I think she also could have just moved past things. And y'all know that's really the spirit of Tara. Tara likes to move forward and stuff. They want to be Ray J and Princess so bad. Who? Safaree and Erica. Girl. I wouldn't be surprised if Tara and Amina try to pull a Mimi and Jocelyn and say they got past their issues because they, I will hope not. I will hope not. I will hope that's not the case. Gives me, I run my mouth but can't throw no hands. Ooh, girl. I didn't like how Bobby tried to make himself seem better than Rolling Ray in that conversation. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he felt like he was better. And I hate to say it, but I believe it's because of Rolling Ray's handicap. That's probably why he came off that way. But Zell and Shekinah. Zell over there talking to Shekinah about him wanting to be a boyfriend to somebody. I said, Zell, go sit down. And Shekinah felt the same way. She said, baby, you so gay. Oh my God. Told this man how gay he was. I don't believe he's bi. I know he may say that, but I feel like Zell be too involved in women's business. And I just don't see him being, I do think that Zell is like 100% gay. I don't see him as bi at all, but you know. Okay. Shekinah told him that he was gay as all outdoors, okay? She don't care what she say. Erica and Brooke. So they over there talking. Erica speaks on, Brooke go over there to ask Erica, like, how did you bounce back after having your baby? And I'm like, what you mean how she bounced back? Girl, she probably went and got a little work done. You know, not saying she had surgery, but she probably went and got, you know, however these girls be going to these spas or wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? To get a little stuff, you know, they stomach flattened or whatever. She probably had a little something done, but Erica says it's because she was depressed. That could be it. She could be telling the truth with that. She says that she was depressed, and that may have a lot to do with it. Brooke asks about Safaree and wants to know if they can get back on the same record, you know, on the same place that they were. And Erica is just like, no, because I don't trust him at this point. Like how I feel about him now, I don't trust him. And Brooke's like, well, I hear you saying that, but girl, I just want to let you know that I did invite him. And Erica didn't look too happy about that because she was trying to enjoy herself, but she should know, even though I do believe she already knew he was coming, like you should know, this is Love and Hip Hop family reunion. He's a part of your family. Y'all got kids together. You should know you wasn't going to be on this trip and he not be there. In addition, y'all probably talked about this anyway because y'all had to probably communicate because of the children. So there's that. Sin and Booby. What we learned is that they be communicating with each other in the DMs and that they really like each other, child. And I really like them too. I like to see where this thing here can go. Oh, the boys barely won Zell. I can only imagine the girls. Yikes. A Rolling Ray should have jumped. A Bobby, not jumped Bobby. And I don't like that I don't like that about Zell. Don't do that. If you like the men's, you like the men's, right? It's just like who you like over there. They are the only thing about Zell is his wardrobe. Bobby gives me, I run my mouth, but I think I read that one, but can't throw my hands, girl. We know that. What else? So I feel like with Booby and Sin, as much as I like them together, I feel like Sin got a lot of trust issues. Okay. And I just don't know if it's going to go very far. But I would love to see them together. I think Booby is a good guy. I don't think he's a bad guy at all. I think they would be cute together. They would be good together. But we have to see. I think Sin probably still working through some stuff, because at one point she was engaged to her son's dad. That didn't work out, so we gonna see. The Creep Squad. So they're over there bantering, child, over the fight that Cisco and Peter had. And Shekinah is disgusted by it. She don't understand. She's like, man, all these old ass men over here arguing and stuff. And I'm like, Shekinah, don't act like you ain't up in age with these people, girl. But okay. So Rich goes over there to actually greet Shekinah. He's like, what up, Shekinah? Like, what's up? What's up? What's up? And then she starts telling him how old that they are, and how they shouldn't be arguing about no damn fight. Peter come over and then he trying to speak to her and she ain't even trying to acknowledge him. Like she gets up and she leave like y'all too old to be arguing over a fight or whatever. So I felt like she put 20 on 10. Peter, he really I don't feel like Peter did anything. All he tried to do was like speak to her, but she didn't want to speak to him because she's still mad at how he treated Tara and Amina. And I just felt like, how you gonna be mad at him for that? That's old news. And these ladies have mended fences. You about to rehash some old, like you about to bring up some old feelings, girl. Like, calm down. I just thought that was funny. But Shekinah is just like, I can't stand dudes that's disrespectful and feel like they can do whatever they want to do to women. Period. So she was definitely on Peter's head top. And Peter was like, who is this? Who is this? That's what I didn't like that Peter did. Peter loves to come from an angle of who is this person? Like people really remember or know who you are from what one or two songs that you had. Stop trying to do that. See, the last time you did that to somebody, which was Miss Cardi B, everyone knows Miss Cardi, so be careful. So when he told her, when he said, who is this or whatever, Shekinah said, who is you? I don't know you. And he says, you know who I am. All I heard was Cardi B at the reunion. You know who I am. Okay, because he asked her that too, like, who is you? And she was like, you know who I am. What else? So they were arguing. Shekinah Joe was going back and forth with Peter or whatever. She says that I don't remember you. Only thing I remember is your baby mamas, pretty much. And he said, well, if you remember her, then you gotta. If you remember them, then you gotta know me. So there's that. I feel like he kind of had a point because she did know who he was. I feel like he knew who she was too. But what I want to know is Peter has been hosting Cheaters, right? I don't know if the episodes are out because whenever I see it, I see clips. How can I watch Cheaters? I always, occasionally, like every now and again, I'll just binge watch Cheaters, but it's always the old episodes. And I want to watch Peter Gunz on Cheaters. So please tell me how I can watch this show because I have not seen it anywhere. Peter had one hit and that was it. Okay, cool. You know you're not paying their rent. Exactly. You know you're not paying their rent. That lives rent-free in my head. Did she ever check T.I. for disrespecting Tiny for all the many times he did and still does? I feel like she tried to check T.I., but T.I. don't be having it. I feel like the last time she checked T.I., Tiny, he told Tiny, don't have that BIT around me. Because I don't have her around me. Booby and Sin are giving last minute storyline vibes. Not last minute. Booby music career was a flop. It was. He says he has businesses now. And I'm wondering what businesses does he have? Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh no, not what you said. Oh no, trust issues from the niggas that treat her better than black women because she's Hispanic. Oh, you said, oh no, not trust issues from the niggas that treat her. Oh, girl, good night. Hilarious, Jennifer. I forgot she did make that statement about how black dudes treat her better. Girl, I can't. They not doing too much of nothing now, honey. Yikes, dear heart. I catch the new episodes on the YouTube streets. Okay, so can you sting your brother a little something? Sting me something. Jamie, you can Google the shows on YouTube. There are several on. It's hilarious. Peter Gunz trying to give advice on dating and cheating. Now, why would they just limit his shows to YouTube and not put it on an actual network? Hilarious. 60-year-old men talking about a squad. Lord. Embarrassing. I've been watching Peter's Cheaters on Facebook, and it's full of it's been full episodes. Okay, Facebook be having some stuff too. So is it like Facebook Watch? Do I need to go to Facebook Watch in order to find it? Let me know, because your girl gonna be looking for it. Okay, today. What else we got? Rich and Erica. Y'all, I feel like this was disrespectful. The way he walks up on her and was all in her ear and stuff like that. I was like, can you scoot back just a little bit? Like, get your hand off my thigh. Okay. Like, what if she is trying to work out stuff with Safaree? I feel like that was disrespectful to me because you're friends with Safaree. At least now you are. I know you guys had issues, but you're friends with Safaree. And you also were the main person that went over to Rich to out Cisco about that woman, his Amina, being at Cisco's house. Now they have an issue. So why would you go over there and put your hand on this lady's lap when you felt like it wasn't cool what Cisco did? So what you're doing ain't cool either. No, that was so disrespectful. And I wish she would have checked him. But I also think the reason she did not check him was because Erica was enjoying getting this attention because she hasn't been getting it from her husband. So she was cool on that. I ain't like this at all. And then gonna sit up there and go to the confessional talking about, I wasn't bothered by the way that Rich was putting his hands on me and stuff. You know, I wasn't bothered by the touching because I know that it was coming from a genuine place. I said, what? Nothing about that was genuine. Everything about that was inappropriate to me. Now, true enough, I feel like Safaree gonna have to eat that up on his own, right? Considering the fact that you've been out here, you know, running amok in the palace on your own. So you're going to have to deal with all of that energy and you're going to have to see Rich for it. So there's that. It's only cheating if you're caught. The Facebook watch page for the Cheaters episode. Okay, bet girl, look, I might have to pull this up right now. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go and watch that. I don't respect Erica either because she was the main reason Safaree had beef with all the New York cast, but now Rich is a good guy. Yeah, Rich is definitely not a good guy. I don't know if she's the reason he had beef with everybody. Erica was the reason there was beef. They just got mad that Safaree brought her on the trip. When that was his girlfriend, why should he leave her out, is what I was thinking. What's the name of this thing? Because I'm going to go over here and type it in. Girl, I'm going to have to find this thing here. But Rich and Mariah Lynn supposed to be on the next boot camp. Listen, that next boot camp finna be Liddy to the Biddy. Liddy to the Biddy. And they got Kate Michelle on there with her ex. Here for it. Going to be watching, going to be tuned in. You don't like Erica or Brooke? I love me some Brooke now. I've been trying to find cheaters with Peter too. Okay. You and me both. Okay. I hardly doubt these dudes will do this to a brother's girl off TV. I doubt they would. But I mean, you never know with these guys. You never know, because I didn't even know Amina had went over to Cisco's house and he allowed that until Rich brought it to the camera. So he brought it, you know, to light, and that I believe that happened off screen. So yeah, child, this the messy, this that. What else we got? Sin and Booby. Again, I like Sin and Booby. They go back to the room to kick it and chill. She brings up the fact that she has her ex-girl on the trip, which happens to be Erica, and they haven't talked to each other in a year, right? So they've kind of been cool. Their coolness is like on and off at times. She says that she doesn't have an issue with Erica, but it's obvious that Erica still has an issue with her, right? Because Erica created like a spam page to talk SHI about Sin. And then after Erica had her child, she changed that spam page to her child's IG page. Why would you even consider doing something like that? Why would you connect your child back to the negativity? Why would you do that? So once she did that, people ended up finding out about it, start calling her out about it. And I don't think Erica ever fully addressed that situation. I think she even went on to say at a later time on this episode that it was all a lie. And I don't believe it was a lie. I believe she did just that. Seeing in Booby, she tells him that she needs a friend right now. And Booby tells her, well, girl, if you're going to friend zone me, then I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to go far. We don't really need to do a whole lot. Like, I'm not trying to be friend zoned with you. And I just feel like, just be a little patient. Just calm down a little bit. I think it's going to progress. But, at least be her friend first, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But she also tells him that the ball is in his court. Now, like I said, I likes me some Sin and I would like to see it happen, okay? Not they all sharing these girls. Rich and Erica. Or do you mean Sin? Okay, I see you now. Yeah, you mean Sin. Having issues or not, Erica was still married, letting Rich do all that. No, ma'am. Truth. Thank you so much, Dr. Boyd. Okay, yes, guys, please be sure to hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's keep going. Erica's Shekinah and Mimi. This is when they're in the room. Erica speaks on her relationship and how things changed between her and Safaree after her getting pregnant with the second child. Because obviously Safaree don't want to have no more kids because he felt like the first child was a whole lot. Okay, sound got low again. All right, 1 second. All right, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, okay. All right, y'all can hear me? Yes. Okay. About now. Yes. Okay. All right, good. Okay, perfect. So Erica and Shekinah. Erica, Shekinah, and Mimi. Erica speaks on her relationship and how things changed between her and Safaree with the second child. Okay. She says that she doesn't want to go to therapy or anything and cry like she's going through her stuff right now. But I just feel like it's okay if you go to therapy. Like, it's all right. Like go to therapy. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. It'll help you heal past a lot of trauma because you haven't gone through therapy for any of your past relationships. Nothing. And then I think she even mentioned the situation with her mom. Like, I think Erica does a lot for her mom, but her mama doesn't show up for her. So I think she has childhood things she's been through. She has things she's been through with her son's dad. Okay. And what all that mess was about. She has the issues with Rich, seeing a lot of stuff. Okay. A lot of the things that we saw of Erica on her earlier years of loving hip hop was her really acting out. Erica was going through a lot of stuff, child. So I don't see nothing wrong with her going to therapy if she changes her mind, like go. Shekinah asked Erica if she plans on apologizing to Sin. And Erica says, no, that was a lie. No, Erica, you did that. You did that, Erica. You did that. Like, just own that, accept that, acknowledge that, like you effed up. And I think she will do it at a later time. Okay, yeah. I think she'll do it at a later time. What else we got? So then, meanwhile, you got Rich. Rich is in the room and he's yelling at Peter because he doesn't like the fact that they're not the creep squad like that anymore. And the reason why they're not the creep squad is because of the issue with Cisco, right? Cisco kind of isolating himself after beating the hell out of Peter and having the baby mama at the house. So, excuse me. So that's that. So they're not really cool. But Jonathan invited Cisco to his room, and I kind of felt bad for Cisco in this moment. I felt like what Cisco is going through is more than just being about his children, okay? So Cisco does look a little bothered, but he was trying to disguise it as if, no, everything's great. I'm good. We're good. Cisco tells Jonathan that when he came, he just wanted to be like free-spirited, everything positive, everything good. But then Rich came up to him talking about the fighting stuff, and it was all about negativity. I don't know. I felt like Peter was joking, but obviously Cisco did not. So he didn't like it. So there's that. Cisco says that he's basically, in my words, what I believe, he's basically jealous of Peter and Rich because they get to spend time and be around their children, whereas he doesn't. He says that he hasn't seen his kids in 6 months, and he gets emotional about that and started crying. So I'm glad that Jonathan was there to talk to him, because it was kind of like, you could kind of see that Cisco was at a low vibration and he needed somebody to talk to. So I'm glad Jonathan was that person. And Jonathan went on to tell him, like, F the fight between you and Peter, because the fight with your kids is going to be a bigger, or a fight for your kids is going to be a bigger situation than any of that. Right. But I think that it's probably more than that, you know. Cisco definitely has more going on than not seeing his kids. He needs therapy. He does. And he seems like when he gets in those spaces, when he's alone, they probably be really rough situations. I can only imagine. Meanwhile, in the room, you got Rich in the other room still trying to get Peter to have a conversation with Cisco. And y'all know Peter can be a very stubborn person, but he gonna come around, and we saw that in the previews. They're gonna end up talking, and they're gonna get things back on track. Everybody was getting ready to head out for more activities that evening, but Peter was just like, he was good. He was gonna stay inside, so we'll see how that's gonna play out. Now, this end of the episode, this right here, honey, we gonna see. You love Yo-Yo, but that outfit is an effing no-no. I cannot. Girl, Yo-Yo, her whole appearance of being there was a no-no. She should not have been there, but okay. Maybe we'll find out later why she was there. Jonathan, Sin, and Bobby, they all sitting together chit-chatting, right? Jonathan tells Cynthia and Bobby that he understands that she and Erica are not in a good place. But from the conversations that he's had with Erica, he feels as though the conversation that they may have together will be positive, because he feels like Erica has grown, right? She's Erica 2.0 at this time. But Bobby Lytes, who has an issue with Erica, honey, and who doesn't want to be out there on that I don't like Erica island by himself, he reminds Sin that, you know, I know you and Erica had your issues. I understand what happened last year. She created a whole fake page, okay? And she talked about you, all right? She said some negative things, and I say, look at Bobby trying to make sure he keeps the division, so he's not the only person out here beefing with Miss Erica, honey. Girl, I see you, Bobby. I see you. So he goes on to talk about how he was assaulted by Miss Erica's friend. And I was like, I'm not even mad at you getting jumped on. I'm not even going to be mad at you. Not this time. I'm not mad. It is what it is. Be careful. So then Bobby, Erica feels like y'all over there talking SHI about me, but ain't nobody finna come say nothing in my face. But I do feel like they'll come and say it in your face, Erica. I think when they're ready, they'll definitely say it in your face. I think they're just at a space where they're not trying to do that right now. Okay, they try to test the waters and stuff, but they'll talk to you when they're ready to get in your face, dear heart. What else did I want to say? It seems like Sin is still just like, she cool on Erica though. At the end of the day, all right, she don't care. Sin, they both was treating each other like they weren't even on the trip. So, I'm not too mad at that, I guess. But yeah, Sin is still stuck in her ways. Later on in the season, we're going to see that Stevie and Safaree end up arriving. They gonna come. I'm looking forward to that, more so Stevie, because Stevie is definitely entertaining. At the end of the day, we may not like it, but Stevie is entertaining for sure. I feel like even though which one came first? I think it was New York and then Atlanta. I feel like Stevie is kind of king of the creep squad to me, but y'all let me know. Maybe Peter is the king because of everything he got going on and the beef he had with with Tara and Amina, but they up there together. One of them is captain, the other one is co-captain for sure. It's between Stevie and Peter, but y'all let me know. What else? I just said that I hope that Booby and Sin can actually make this a real thing because I like them together. That would be interesting if Joe Budden would pop up because that did cross my mind. Like, is Joe Budden ever gonna show up? Like, I wonder. Because he got issues with her. He got issues with his baby mama. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for the super chat. Cisco's cousin, who he credits with a big part of the thong song, is in big legal trouble. Yikes. Not that Cisco cousin. Not that Cisco. Not that Cisco. We talking about Cisco, a different Cisco. Now, is the like Cisco spelled like the cooking oil Cisco? That's who we talking about, Stephanie. Joseph needs to stay home. You don't want Joe Budden there? Booby already told Sin it's not gonna work if she plans to keep him in the friend zone. He just wants to smash. I would hope not. I think Booby is the relationship type of guy. That's what I think. I think he's the relationship type of guy. So I would like to see where it goes. And friends can still smash, honey. They probably still could get it in. You know, we'll just have to see. But that's all that I got, guys. I'm going to come to you guys with more videos. But let me go ahead and rest my voice because I feel like I'm going a little hoarse, girl. It's a little crackling over here on my end. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, girl, yes, Cisco, a.k.a. Crisco. There we go. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.